This is session 26 of Unit 3 of Taxation of 5th semester BBA of Mangalore University. Under Unit 3, we are studying about assessment of HUF and assessment of partnership firms under Section 184. Under Session 26, we shall study about the assessment of Hindu undivided family, computation of total income and the tax liability of HUF. The rates of income tax for the assessment year 2020-21. The tax calculation is done in the similar way as in the case of individual. So where the total income does not exceed 2,50,000, the tax is nil. Where the total income exceeds 2,50,000 but does not exceed 5 lakh, then the tax is 5% on the excess over 2,50,000. Where the total income exceeds 5 lakh rupees but does not exceed rupees 10 lakh, rupees 12,500 plus 20% on the amount which the total income exceeds rupees 5 lakh. Where the total income exceeds rupees 10 lakh, the tax is 1,12,500 plus 30% of the amount by which the total income exceeds rupees 10 lakh. Surcharge is at the rate of 10% of such income in case of a person having a total income exceeding 50 lakh rupees but not exceeding 1 crore rupees. At the rate of 15% of such income tax in case of a person having a total income exceeding 1 crore rupees but not exceeding 2 crore rupees. 20% if the total income exceeds 2 crore rupees but not exceeding 5 crore rupees, and 30% of such income tax in case of a person having a total income exceeding 5 crore rupees. Health and education cess at the rate of 4% will be charged on the amount of income tax and surcharge. Now let us see a problem under computation of taxable income of HUF. This is a 8 marks problem which was asked in November 2014. From the following information, compute taxable income and tax liability of HUF for the assessment year 2020-21. Rent received from house property is given, municipal value 50,000, municipal taxes 10% of municipal value. So these three items are required to compute the income from house property. Then income from business is given, short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain. These two come under the capital gains. And dividend from UTI and income from lottery. These are the incomes from other sources. Now let us see the computation of total income and net tax liability for the assessment year 2020-21. So first income from house property, we consider the gross annual value and it is the rent received which is 6,000 into 12 which is 72,000. Municipal value is also given which is 50,000, but as the rent received is more than the municipal value, we have to consider the rent received as the gross annual value less municipal tax which is 10% of municipal value which comes to 5,000 rupees. If you deduct, you get the annual value less the standard deduction which is 30% of annual value. It comes to 20,100, and if you deduct this 46,900 is income from house property. Income from business is given, it is 2,20,000. Capital gain, short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain, it comes to 80,000. Income from other sources, there is dividend from UTI which is exempt and lottery, which is the gross amount given, so it is 50,000. If we add all these items, we get 3,96,900, which is the gross total income. We have to deduct deductions under section 80, but there are no deductions in this problem, so it is nil, and the same amount is the total income. Now, how to calculate the tax liability on the total income? First, we are supposed to calculate tax on lotteries, long-term capital gain, short-term capital gain in terms of securities. This is similar, the procedure is same as in the case of assessment of individual. So first is tax on lottery, 50,000 at the rate of 30%, it comes to 15,000. Tax on long-term capital gain, 50,000 at the rate of 20%, it comes to 10,000. Now tax on other income or the balance. So lotteries are 50,000 and long-term capital gain is 50,000, total 1 lakh. Now we have to deduct 1 lakh rupees from the total income, that is 3,96,900 minus 1 lakh rupees, so comes to 2,96,900. Now on this balance, on first 2,50,000, the tax is nil. On the balance, that is 46,900, the tax is at the rate of 5%, which comes to 2,345. If you add 15,000, 10,000, 2,345, we get the tax 27,345, and on this amount we are supposed to charge health and education cess at the rate of 4%, which comes to 1,094, which is added to this tax amount, and therefore the total tax is 28,439. To get the net tax liability, we have to deduct advance tax paid and TDS. In this problem, as there is lottery, we can deduct tax deducted at source on lottery on 50,000 at the rate of 30%. It comes to 15,000. So if you deduct, this is the net tax liability, 13,439. We have to round it up to the nearest 10 rupees. So it comes to 13,440. Now let us see another question which is asked for 20 marks. This was asked in October-November 2014. The following is the profit and loss account of HUF. So here first we are supposed to compute the business income. To compute the business income, we first consider the net profit, which is given here 4,27,950. Then we add all the disallowed expenses which are given on the expenses side, which are not connected to the business. Then we are supposed to deduct any income which are not connected to the business. Then we are required to see the adjustments, and if any expenses that are required to be added or deducted, the adjustments are to be considered. So here compute the total income and tax liability. So first we are supposed to find out the business income, then we shall find out the total income, where we shall combine income from house property, business income, capital gains and income from other sources, and we shall compute gross total income. From gross total income, if there are any deductions under section 80, we shall deduct it, and then we will get the total income and then the tax liability. So computation of business income. First item is the net profit as per profit and loss account. This was on the expenses side, 4,27,950. Add disallowed items. These are the items we get on the expenses, that is the debit side of the profit and loss account. Interest on capital. The members of the HUF, they get the interest on the capital that is given. So interest on capital is disallowed, drawings by Karta is disallowed, advance income tax, even income tax is disallowed, reserve for bad debts, municipal tax which is related to house properties, car expenses 50%, because 50% may be of personal use, only 50% may be related to the business. Therefore, car expenses 50% is shown. Loss on sale of car 4,000, charity 200, LIC premium, this comes under deductions under section 80C, computer which is a fixed asset, depreciation, this may be in the adjustments 6,000. So the written down value of plant and machinery on 1st April was 60,000 and the depreciation was allowed at 15%. So if we see the depreciation on plant and machinery, interest on bank loan rupees 500, we have to add all these disallowed items and add it back to the net profit, so that the net profit is increased. It comes to 5,450,000. Next is we deduct the admissible expenses which are not allowed. That is depreciation on plant and machinery. 60,000 plus 4,000 car. So written down value 64,000 at the rate of 15. Depreciation on computers at the rate of 40%. So we deduct these two items. Then less bad debts recovered disallowed earlier 600. This is on the income side. Then there are incomes which are treated separately, which do not belong to the business head, like rent from house property, interest on securities, income from agriculture, lotteries, short-term capital gains. So these are the incomes which belong to other heads of income. So let us add this together and deduct it from the amount so that we get the business income. Now we have to compute the total income and tax liability for the assessment year 2021. So income from salaries is nil. Regarding house property, 50% of the house was self-occupied property, but there is no interest on loan, so there is no income. Regarding let out property, the gross annual value is 50,000 less municipal tax, because 50% is for let out property, it is 600 rupees, and the annual value we get here less standard deduction which is 30% of annual value. So 20,580 is the income from house property. Next is business income that we just computed. It is 4,06,650. Then the next head is capital gains, short-term capital gains 6,000 rupees. Income from other sources, interest on government securities, it is 2,500. 500 is some other income included in government securities. Interest on commercial securities is 12,000. Lotteries, as the net amount is given, we have to gross the amount. As 30% is the tax deducted at source, we have to, this is 70%, 5,600 is 70%, so what is 100%? So we get it as 8,000. So if we add all these incomes, we will get the gross total income. Now less deduction under section 80, there is only one deduction, that is LIC under 80C. So if we deduct, we will get the total income. Now for this total income, we have to add agricultural income, whereby we get the aggregate income. This is for the sake of computation of tax. Now let us see the computation of tax liability. Tax on lotteries at the rate of 30%, it comes to 2,400. Then balance 4,65,730 minus lotteries 8,000, we get 4,57,730. Now on the first 2,50,000 tax is nil. on balance, that is 2,07,730 at the rate of 5%. So it comes to 10,387. If we add together, it is 12,787. Now we have to deduct tax on agricultural income, 15,000 at the rate of 5%, which comes to 750. So if we deduct, we get the tax liability 12,037, for which we have to add health and education cess at the rate of 4% on 12,037. It comes to 481. If we add this, we get the tax liability. It is 12,518, which is rounded up to 12,520. These are the references which you can refer to know more about the computation of Hindu undivided family.